Yo, what's good, everyone? It's your boy Debo with Debo's Picks. I want to recap last night's unfortunate plays real quick, as well as offer up my plays for tonight's NBA slate. So let's dive into it. Starting off with last night's plays, I'm not going to display every single ticket that I gave out. However, I will use this six-player flex as an example, simply because these three players on this ticket are the same three players that affected every other ticket that I gave out. Starting off with Vukovic, we had him going over his points and rebounds, 34.5. Perfect matchup, no DeRozan. Pacers inside the top five and giving up the most points to centers per game. They are also inside the top five and giving up the most rebounds to centers per game. So this was set up for Vukovic to explode, but he never took full advantage, unfortunately for us. He ended up going 8 of 18 from the field. And honestly, I started to grow a bit concerned over his production. So I tuned into the second half to see what the deal was. And he was getting in the paint and missing those little hooks that he throws up there inside the paint around the basket. Just little hook shots that he normally makes. He was missing them. So he definitely was off his game. So that hurt us. And then we had DeJounte Murray. Not sure what the deal is with this dude. Totally explodes against my Knicks, at least in the previous matchups early on in the season. Comes in last night and drops 6 total points. So I'm not sure what the hell happened, but I do find it odd that his line never changed. It sat at 20.5, even though he kills my Knicks. He averages over 25 points per game, and I was shocked that his number never moved. Now, I was talking to one of my boys about it earlier today, and I started to think, I know these sports books has people on the floor for morning shoot around and also pregame warm-ups. So they must have seen that he was off. So that's why the line to me, I believe, never really changed. And the same thing, pregame warm-ups. They could tell if a shooter is on just by pregame warm-ups. A prime example, if y'all were watching the Knicks game, the broadcasters even mentioned when Julius Randle was hitting his threes early on, they were like, he's hitting his threes just like he was in pregame warm-ups. And if you notice, Jules' points got bumped up. So the sports book always has the edge over us, the public, because that's how they make their bread. So I was like, why his number never got bumped up to at least 21 even or 21 and a half? But that's just the way it be. So that's nothing I can control. If the prop bet is there and I feel it's a good one, the player still has to show up and show out. And Vukovic didn't do that, nor did Murray. And then we move on to Clint Capella. This one was a funny one. 10.5 rebounds to go over. 6 rebounds in the first half. Comes out in the second half, just 2. So I just don't get it. The NBA is extremely volatile, and I'm not the only one getting hit up like this. There's other dudes that do this that also not having much luck with the NBA as well, whether they're getting 5 out of 6 or, whatever it may be. A lot of the guys are getting hit up like this, just like I am. So I'm not making any excuses, but let's be honest. The prop bets are there for the taking. I absolutely loved a lot of prop bets last night, but the players still have to show up, whether they just miss it by half a point or 2 points, whatever it may be. Foul trouble, there's things that we just cannot control, unfortunately. But I did make a late night play. It was a 4-pick power play, and it was literally a minute before tip-off. It was between the Lakers and Pels. As you see down below, I put in this play, and then I ended up hitting. So I use the same formula all the time, but the players, again, have to show up and do the damn job, So that's just the way it be. But we got to forget about that and move on. And if y'all are betting within your means, that you should still be able to live another day to bet. And with that said, I want to offer my plays for tonight's NBA slate. So best of luck. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.